Hi guys, and this is the part number 7 of the Cisco Packet Tracer tutorial. How in making a network topology tutorial, and in the last tutorial, in the previous tutorial, which is the part 7, I have already tested the connection for the LANs. I already tested connections right here, and it is successful from here to here. This is successful from here to here. But if I will try to connect this network to this network, it will not work, and also this one, vice versa. So to connect different networks like this, that is a network, that is a network, and this is a network. So you must IP route to connect that network to here, and you must IP route to connect this network right here, and vice versa. So what is an IP route? An IP route is an umbrella term for the set of protocols that determine the path that data flows in order to travel across multiple network from its source to its destination. Data is routed from its route source to its destination through a series of routers and across the multiple network. So as you can see, we have multiple networks, and if I were going to try to connect this network to this network, we have to IP route that because it is a different router. So this network is connected to this router, so this router is you will need to configure that router to IP route. So to connect this network on the rest of the network right here, if you want to connect that right here, and of course on this router and in this router, you have to IP route that. So first I will connect this router to this network. So I will connect this router to this network, so use this network in the IP route. So I will going to IP route in the CLI. I will going to use commands. There are two ways to IP route. You can use the config and the static route. You can use that, and you can also use the CLI, which is can use the CLI. So I will use the CLI. So in the CLI, go. Let's just click this router. I will go in. Let's say if I will going to connect this router to this network. So let's IP route this. Click this router, and if you're on the this is on the privilege mode. I mean the global mode. So exit that, and this is the privilege mode. And just ENA to enable. You can just type ENA or enable. It depends on you, and config T. And IP route, use the network address. So the network address is here. So use that, and 192.168.0.192.168 dot that is let's 4.0. As you can see, 4.0, and then the subnet mask is 255.255.0. So an IP address has a corresponding subnet mask, and if you don't know that, you can search that or just take a look in this picture. So I am using a class C IP address. So if you're using the same as mine, as you can see, there are different ranges, and if you're using that ranges, if you're just basically look where your IP address belongs to, but I recommend you to use 192 IP address. So enough for that, and back to the CLI. And next with the subnet mask is the interface that is your next hop. So the interface is right here. That is your interface because um, this router will pass by into this port, and then that port is your interface that you will be using for the next hop, and that is the serial 0/1/1. And find that in your router. Click the router again, and serial SE0/1/1, and enter, and IP route again, IP route. So let's just test that out, and test this out. Send packets data, and as you can see, it is now successful. But if you were going to send data on packets data on this second computer, it is also successful. So but if you will send packets data from here to here, it is failed. So as you can see, it is failed. That is failed. So let's just delete that first. And what we're basically gonna do is do the same thing, IP route, and basically use this network address. So use that network address. That is 192.168.3.0. So go back in your router. Sorry for that. Click that on the router. Click on the router and go on the CLI and IP route. IP. Just do the same process as last time, but you're gonna be having a different network address. So 192.168.3.0. So let me check that. So as you can see, oh sorry for that. As you can see, that is 3.0, and you must use 3.0 on your router. So as you can see, it is 3.0 route and 255.255.255.0, and the serial interface is let's just move it to see the label. So as you can see, SE0/1/0. Move that back in to here. So just go to the router. So click that, and SE0, it is on the different serial port /1/0, and enter. And also, if you going to try that, and as you can see, it is now successful. And if you want to try this, like here, it is not successful though, because it's on a different network. So that is the network address. Use that. That is 2.0 IP route 192.168.2.0, and then the subnet mask, the same subnet mask, because we are the same class of the IP, and the serial port is basically the same because that is the serial port right there, and enter. And as we try to send packets data, it will now be successful. And as you can see, it is now successful. That's the good thing, guys. So what if I wanna going to connect this computer to this PC? It is still failed because I did not IP route this router to this network. I did not IP route this router to this network. So IP route that. Do the process is basically the same. Go in the CLI tab, enter ENA to enable, or just type enable. It's just the same, guys. Conf t and IP route 192, the network address 192.168.1.0, and as you can see, it is the network address that we use, and then the subnet mask, the 0, and then the serial port, or the serial interface, or the port is right here. So that is the serial 1/1 SE10/1/1 0/0/1/1. Enter, and I will going to IP route. So if we try to connect this computer from here to here, is now successful. So as we can try to connect this from here, it's now successful. And here to here, it is now successful. So what if we wanna try to connect this to here? It is failed. So I will just going to be quickly IP route it. So just do the same thing. IP route 192.168. The network address is for this network is this. So that is 2.0, and then the subnet mask is basically the same, 0, and the serial interface is different because it will pass on this port right here, and this is the serial interface 0/1/0. So SE 0/1/0, and as we try to send packets data from here to here, it is now successful. So I think, guys, I will continue this IP routing thing because it is basically 13 minutes already, and I have a problem with YouTube because I can't upload above 15 minutes because I have a copyright issue and the community guidelines issue. And I will continue this, and that is on the part number I think part number 9. So hopefully you see you on the next video. So basically click the link in the description below for the part number 9.